Hi, so my name is Sierra Stafford. I'm actually not going to be talking as long as I would like to be talking for because I have a really bad wisdom tooth that just came in perfect time for starting in the office next week, but it's okay. So, originally I wanted to do like the little Tinder dog app, and I was thinking it would be cool to like not so much like pick like a dog like dogs are dating, but almost like a Tinder dog app, almost as if like you were like going on there to like adopt dogs, or even cats, dogs, cats, other animals. Yeah, if you like their description, you like their pictures, you match with them, you could potentially adopt them, which seems like a good idea. But it was a stretch, a far stretch because I thought that learning Python was going to be easy, and it seemed like it was initially when it came to like the basic like loops and variables and all the legit basic stuff. But when it came to like actually trying to do an application, I felt like I was in way over my head trying to create like a full application in like 3 weeks time. So I did not end up doing that. I ended up just, doing a basic simple weather app, and I did not do it completely on my own, to be honest. I'm still definitely learning, and I went online, watched a couple weather app videos, and just picked like bits and pieces of things that I like and tried to like incorporate them. But I was definitely like coding along to just really make sure that like I understand how these different things work, because it was a lot. And it's very different because I also know Java. So it's very different from trying to create a full application with Java and or JavaScript. Uh, but I did actually find the front end to be pretty simple because I used Tinker as well. I imported Tinker for my project, and that made like doing the front end like really simple. Like I didn't do anything extravagant with the front end, but like having it all in one file and not having to like um import a whole bunch of pages, incorporate a whole bunch of pages to get the front end to work with the back end. This was pretty simple. So I'm finding that I'm actually going to like Python. And I would love to have more time to like, incorporate more like as far as like icons and stuff go, because I legit just did one icon. I would like, eventually to be able to like the cloud icon. I would like eventually to be able to get like sunny, rainy, all that for the weather depending. And put some more if else statements, if it's saying it's raining, if it's saying it's snowing, if it's saying, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I'm still learning. So most of my time the past 3 weeks was spent learning. But yeah, I like Tinker. It was pretty cool. I like this project. I am going to go ahead and pull it up. So yep, just simple little background color gradient, and my little placeholder, because Newark, Delaware is actually, where I currently stay. So that's what I put in the placeholder. But I'll go ahead and well, first, hold on, let me show the code, simple stuff. I have my um API key. I already had to open up a weather account, so I just copied my API key in there. Use the URL for open weather, and basically just created a whole bunch of labels, created some icon, the gradient, changed some of the backgrounds for like the buttons and stuff like that, and weather labels, and just added some simple front end styling. But yeah, here is the weather app. Let me go ahead and put in something that we all know. Baltimore. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. And there you go. My simple one little cloud cloud icon. But yep, it displays everything, temperature, pressure, humidity, all that. And then, I added some if else statements so that if, you were to like say put in something that doesn't exist, like Rothersburg. I don't know if that's a real place. Hope it's not. Nope, city not found. Um, but yeah, like this, I legit had somewhat fun doing this, because I was able to understand all of this. That's why I feel like, later on, getting some more learning in, I definitely will probably be able to do a lot more. I thoroughly enjoy doing stuff with front end. But Python is pretty simple doing this, but Python, it was a lot for me to learn. But yeah, this was simple, but getting Python set up, I will say, for me, like there was a lot to it. As far as like things that I had to install and download that, I had like a lot of difficulty with it first because certain things just weren't working and like I couldn't figure it out. And I was playing around with, like environments like the virtual environment and stuff like that. Learning a little bit more about that. And then I think one of the problems that I had with this was actually, what was it? I think it was the fact that like the app would like the launcher would like flash for a second, but like it wasn't opening. And I'm like, why the heck isn't it opening? And then that I figured out it's because I had to do the main loop. I didn't do a main loop, so I guess, it wasn't going on long enough. It would just hold for a second and not continue. So yeah, that was one thing that I like struggle with a lot. I'm just like, what is it? Like what is wrong? But yeah, I had finally figured that out and everything started appearing. And I think another thing was the gradient. The gradient when my app would first open, since I'm getting used to like, the front end portion with, Tinker and Python and stuff like that, it's definitely different. So like sizing things, um, when I did the gradient, I was messing up with the sizing. So like when I would open up the app, it would have like the gradient all small instead of like the full background. And I'm like, couldn't figure it out. It was so simple, but I couldn't figure it out. Just simple stuff like that. And I guess it's just going to take some getting used to. But yep, there was my final project. Bye bye.